Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Jamila and welcome back to my laboratory. So today I'm going to show you guys how I use my Appliqué Em1010 embroidery machine and HTV to create this sweatshirt. I'll have everything you need in the description box below. If you like the video, you learned something new, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel.
Alright guys, the first thing we're going to do is hit File, and then I'm going to scroll all the way to my last page and select my design. Once I have my design selected, I'll hit OK. Then we'll go to Design Set. Make sure we have the right size hoop, and for this project I'm using a D size hoop. Once the hoop is selected, we'll hit OK and go back. Then we'll go ahead and make sure we're on needle number 1 and go back. And then I'm just going to move my design because it's a little bit towards the edge and I want it in the middle of the hoop. So I'm just going to use my buttons and move that. And then I'll go ahead and pick my thread colors. And for this design, I'm just going to use one color throughout the whole design. Once I have my colors, I'll go ahead and hit OK. And then we'll hit enter embroidery mode. And then I'll trace my design just to make sure it's not hit any of the corners and to get an idea of where the design will be on my shirt. And if you see, I have a crease right there down in the middle of the shirt, and I'm using that as a guide to know where the center of my shirt is. So once I have everything traced, I'll go ahead and cut my HTV and I'll remove the plastic backing. And then I'll go ahead and put it on the shirt. And then I'll trace my design again just to make sure everything is where it needs to be and reposition anything if needed. And when I trace, I always hold down the presser foot, and this just gives me a better idea of where things will be. And if you want this design, I'll have the link where you can get it from in the description box as well. So make sure you guys check that out. So once I have everything how I like it, I'll just go ahead and hit start and we'll let Ricky do its thing. So my Em1010 can do 1,000 stitches per minute. And when you run your machine that fast, just make sure your thread tension is loose because you don't want to deal with a bunch of thread breaks while you're trying to do a project, okay? And I didn't really pay attention to how long this took because I was multitasking and doing other things, but I don't think it was a long time. So once the first word was stitched out, I paused the machine because I thought it'd be really dope to add another color of vinyl. So I'm just going to cut off this bottom piece because that's a good piece of scrap. You know, we save vinyl over here. Every piece counts. And then the really good thing about this is that you can just like tear away the vinyl from around the letters. So that's just what I did. And I just cleaned up a little bit of the pieces that didn't tear away with my embroidery scissors. And then once I got all the little pieces out that I couldn't catch with my nails, I'm just going to lint roll it really good. And then I'm going to add my second color the same way I did the first. And then we'll go ahead and hit start again. And you can use the design on the screen as a placement guide to know where to lay your vinyl for the second part. So once the second word is finished, I'll just repeat the process. Just go ahead and tear away the vinyl, and I'll clean up any threads and any little pieces of HTV with my embroidery scissors and X-Acto knife. And if you guys remember, I only got my machine a couple of weeks ago and I'm already up and running. This machine makes everything really easy and I'm having a bunch of fun learning as I go and making some really cool designs in the process. So again, if this is something that you're interested in, I would definitely advise you to use my link in the description box to help cut the cost of this machine because it is definitely an investment. So once I have my pieces cleaned up really well, I'll just go ahead and unhoop it and I'll cut my stabilizer and I'll get as close as possible to my design without cutting any of the threads, and then I'll just cut all those loose threads in the back as well. Once I'm done doing the cleanup, I'll just go ahead and lint roll this really well. And then we'll go ahead and move over to my heat press. And for this project, I'm using my 15 by 15 heat press from Ricoma. It's a digital heat press. It's automatic. It's really cool. So I'll just go ahead and lay my sweatshirt down. And then I'll cover the vinyl with that transfer sheet that we removed earlier. And I'll be pressing at 350 degrees for 30 seconds. And one thing I love about this press is, besides the slide out drawer, is it's automatic. So once the 30 seconds is up, it pops up by itself. And y'all, I tried to show y'all like the glitter because the green, like the highlighter green vinyl is glitter and it is so cute, but it doesn't really pick up on camera. But you know, as always guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, see you later.